how is everyone? Well, I just wanted to come here and share with us the things that have been going on recently. Recently we had a day of open sharing with the people that I minister to in the Jolly Quarters in the ghetto. So when we had this open sharing, this policeman just came. It's like the policeman in charge of the area. So he was just passing by and he just stopped by and he said he wanted to talk to the ladies. It was the ladies' meeting. So he asked to speak to them. And so we were having a day for open sharing. So, why not? Let him go ahead and share. So this policeman just came and started saying so much and telling the girls about why they should abstain, telling them that since the lockdown started, over 20 girls have gotten pregnant, and he was asking why are the girls getting pregnant? What can these girls who have come for the fellowship tell him that is new, that he doesn't know, so that he can see a way forward about these girls who are getting pregnant. So the girls started contributing and saying why they thought or why their friends are getting pregnant during the lockdown. And one thing that they said a couple of things, but one thing that they said was poverty, lack. And now when a girl doesn't have her basic needs, or she hasn't eaten maybe for 2 days or 3 days straight, and there is this man or this boy who's offering her food, she's gonna yield sometimes and just give him sex because she hasn't eaten for long. And if the young man is gonna insist on not using a condom, she's gonna end up getting pregnant. That really touched my heart, that people are out there going without food. It's a sad reality that is going on around us. People are going without food and they're selling their bodies when they don't even want to, just because they need to get that food. And so they went ahead and discussed. And another reason that the girls said is some parents are not just very involved in the lives of the girls. And so they are not grooming these girls and telling them be home by this time or watching what they're doing. It's more just do what you want to do. And that also makes some of them just go wild because they're young and they still need parental guidance in their lives. So all these things here, they were painful to me, just seeing in this ghetto, in this slum with high prevalence rate for HIV/AIDS, we find a lot of the girls are getting pregnant. Some of them are getting infected with AIDS. As we were there talking, I think one of the girls was in prison and she was arrested for attempting to abort. She was trying to abort the baby herself. I'm not sure about the procedure, but I think she was using some wire or some hanger to try to just pull out the baby. So it's really something that got my attention, that people are out there dealing with all these things and we need to reach out. We need to help, When you see these kind of people, if you can help, reach out. Just do whatever you can do in order to help them, because some of them are total orphans. Both the parents are dead with HIV/AIDS. So if you don't reach out and help, no one may come through. And this is why my heart really went out to them. Now, the Lord has called me mainly to teach His word and demonstrate His presence, destroy the works of Satan, sickness, disease, witchcraft, and every kind of evil work. I just bring light where there is darkness. But then there are times when you see and there are physical needs, there are material needs, and you want to meet these needs before you can even get involved in so many other things. So that is why sometimes we're collecting clothes and shoes, or sometimes when we go to meet these girls, we actually have a meal, something small together, just because we know that we need to keep them hooked onto God, and we don't want their lack of food or their lack of material needs to let them go astray. So yes, we're teaching them the word, but we're also meeting material needs. And so if you have any kind of contribution, any kind of help, please reach out. We'll greatly appreciate. And the girls out there, you'll greatly help them. I remember there was this other one, she was called Fiona. and she, after the fellowship, she just came aside and told me how she was struggling in school, and she told me how she didn't have a calculator, and she goes to Lakeside, I think it's a school outside of Luzira, and she told me she doesn't have a calculator, she's in senior 4, and often her friends are teasing her that she doesn't have a calculator, and so she just was feeling bad and crying. I told her, don't worry, I'm gonna get you a calculator. And she told me how she's struggling in school, how she's trying her level best, and sometimes things are not working. And that, to me, it really touched my heart. And I stretched out my hand and prayed for her and blessed her. And I said, the wisdom that God has given me to see academic excellence, I give it to you in the mighty name of Jesus. And I prayed and I blessed her, and I told her God was going to open the door. So the next day, I actually forgot to bring the calculator. So I gave her money to get a calculator by herself. And then I prayed for her. Then after I prayed, she was like, is it okay if I pray for you also? I'm like, all right, come on, pray for me. So I stretched out my hand, and she laid her hands on my hands, and she just prayed and blessed me. And to me, that meant the world. She really prayed for my heart, and she really blessed me, and I thank God for her. So I'm going to be giving you more reports about the kind of work we are doing in Banda Choli quarters, but I encourage you, if you have any sort of contribution, including your presence, if you want to just come and encourage them and speak into their lives, maybe God has taken you through some hard time. I've already had some people who have done that. Then please get in touch with me, because there's amazing things happening.